on Channel 1 and UHF with the go pole for terminal count and launch. Capsule.
Go.
Booster.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
Safety.
Go.
Capcom.
Go.
Engineering.
Go.
This is the flight director. New Shepard is go for launch. Booster, commence the terminal count.
Wilco.
Now that poll is always so great to hear. It means all systems are checked and ready to go for launch. Now, a flight on New Shepard, let's talk about what it means for an individual who actually gets strapped into that capsule and goes across the Kármán line. It changes the trajectory of one's life.
Yeah, let's hear directly from Katya Echezarreta of how her mission changed her life.
I just went to space as the first woman from Mexico.
My flight really, truly was the catalyst for everything that I've done since then. Since my flight, one of the most important things for me was developing a nonprofit called Fundación Espacial. We aim to develop and create space-related training educational opportunities for students who are studying in Mexico. I have met with 2 Mexican presidents. We've been able to work on the development of a plan for aerospace in Mexico moving forward. I truly think that the work that we are doing is changing a country. You think you understand what it's like to live a day until you leave this planet, until you see the blackness of space or the blue of our atmosphere, and that's like being born again.
Exactly. You heard what a great experience flying on New Shepard is for our previous Astros like William Shatner and Katya Echezarreta. Now, take a look on your screen, and we want to tell you a little bit more about the flight profile. We want to go into depth on that for a second.
That's right. New Shepard is a suborbital flight and a fantastic way to experience space. It's a simple parabolic flight, straight up and straight back down. Let's take a look at the graphic here on your screen. We launch from our West Texas desert at Launch Site 1, where we take off and gain speed and altitude rapidly as we climb to the Kármán line. We then have main engine cutoff, and shortly thereafter, separation, where the booster and the capsule separate and continue on their parabolic flight. During this time, the astronauts are experiencing zero-G. They get about 3 minutes of zero-G. Meanwhile, the booster is descending rapidly back down to the launch pad. The landing pad, I'm sorry. This is where the aerodynamic surfaces deploy. We have engine relight and the legs pop out, and we have a clean landing on our landing pad. Now the capsule continues its flight, reaching apogee above the Kármán line. At that point, the astronauts get back in their seats and come back down for a easy landing that is aided by the drogue parachutes, which pull out the main parachutes that you will see here on your screen. Those will reef and create a nice soft touchdown with the assistance of our retro thrust system for that beautiful landing. That is what we can expect today on our flight.
Our space nomads, they are locked in. They are so excited for this moment. They've been dreaming of crossing the Kármán line, and today is the day. And I also really like this graphic because it kind of shows you the movement of everything all at once to see New Shepard's parabolic flight. Now, after the Astros land, as I've kind of alluded to, we have something special for you. We're hoping to be chatting with a couple of our astronauts, including Clint Kelly III, going up for the 2nd time today. What a special day it is for him. There it is, New Shepard on the pad out in West Texas. We are at about T-minus 3 minutes from launching this rocket, and this is pretty exciting stuff. This is my favorite time, really, as we inch closer, and all of the excitement really builds for our crew, who has been sitting in there for the past 20 minutes, and they're ready to go, and we are ready to go as well. Now, coming up in about 30 seconds is when we're going to see our bit checks, which are our built-in tests. Now, do you want to talk a little bit more about what they're going to see, Alice?
Yeah, let's take a look here on your screen. We're looking at the vehicle. Those astronauts, like you said, are strapped in there. We are doing some of our final checks. We should see some of them on the screen here shortly. They will, some of them we can see, some of them we can't, but there are some automated test sequences that we are running as we prepare for liftoff today. You will see some aft fin checks. Those aft fins are at the base of the rocket. They help to steer the vehicle on ascent and on descent. We also typically see the engine nozzle gimbal sometimes. It's hard to see with the video, but we always run the engine nozzle gimbaling test. This helps maneuver the rocket and make sure everything's good to go.
That's right. We're starting to hear more and more of mission control.
1 minute, 50 seconds.
There we go. They're going to be chiming in throughout the flight all morning, keeping us updated on what's happening with NS-36. A beautiful drone shot. Cutting away there is the capsule. Looks like the gantry way has retracted. This is the moment, T-minus 1.5 minutes. Right now, we're also keeping an eye on the pressure and temperatures in the propellant tanks. We know that both need to stay in the green zone of the variables.
Executing aft bit test.
Ooh. There you are. You can see the fins kind of at the bottom of the rocket, bottom of your screen.
Vehicle is now on internal power.
There you go. You can see the fins a little bit closer up there. Wiggle and then recenter. That is all very normal. You can see right at the bottom with keen eye the engine nozzle gimbal that I mentioned earlier.
That's actually the first time I've been able to see it.
Yeah,
right at the bottom.
That's really cool. Again, all very normal. Those are our built-in checks. We are inching closer, just under a minute to flight.
Flight pressures. Switched on onboard helium. Thrust termination system is armed.
All right, at T-minus under 30 seconds, it is time to hand this off to mission control and launch this rocket.
T-minus 20
Godspeed,
seconds.
Space Nomads.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Shepard has cleared the tower. If you look on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you'll be able to follow along for the timing as NS-36 heads towards
chamber
the Kármán
pressure
line.
looks good. 10,000 feet and climbing. Beginning throttle down for Q limiting.
A little bit of a cloudier day out in West Texas today, but you can still see
Engine response
New Shepard.
looks good. Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure.
On your screen there, you can see the telemetry on the left-hand side bar. You can follow the flight trajectory today. At the bottom, you can watch the speed and the altitude climb.
Engine back up to full throttle.
That BE3 all the way at full throttle.
Chamber pressure looking good. Passing 70,000 feet and climbing.
Now, as you see on your screen, if it does go black and white, we're using infrared imaging to see through the clouds. But right there, that is a shot from the booster looking back down on West Texas.
Max ascent G's. Beginning throttle down, stand by MECO.
Stand by MECO. Stand by MECO.
We hear some happy astronauts.
MECO confirmed.
And MECO is confirmed. That is main engine cutoff.
Stand by separation.
Stand by separation. Separation confirmed.
Separation is confirmed.
There you have it. Separation is confirmed. Our astronauts are experiencing 0 Gs.
As you can see, now we have 2 bars for tracking our 2 vehicles. We've got the booster on the left and the capsule on the right as they both continue their ascent to their apogee. Astronauts are experiencing 0 G and doing all sorts of fun stuff up there, taking photos,
Capsule body
looking out the
rates
window.
look good.
Great long-range camera shot there, both the capsule and the booster. We found a break in the clouds.
3 minutes, 15 seconds into flight.
Man, they are having a good time up there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow. And now just go have fun, guys.
Let's go have fun, guys.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Crush your leg. You know,
Passing the Kármán line.
As you can hear, we just passed the Kármán line.
Wow. You just float there like nothing's there. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem. Wow, look at that. Look at that amazing.
Looking out those big windows, amongst the biggest ever flown in space, larger than a 747 window.
Got to get a couple of selfies in there.
Capsule has reached apogee, 350,438 feet.
Wow, you're staring down to the earth.
Apogee is reached, which means they are making their way back down towards West Texas. The booster will land first, about 2 miles from the launch site on our landing pad.
4 minutes, 30 seconds into flight. Booster descending past 330,000 feet.
Now those astronauts are probably making their way slowly back to their seat to get strapped
1 minute
in.
Warning. 1
Capsule
minute
body
warning.
rates nominal.
Yep, we just heard their 1-minute warning.
That's right.
We're T+5 minutes into NS-36, our 15th human flight.
Sally, you're good.
We're hearing a little bit from inside the capsule. Our Astros soaking up every second.
Astronauts returning to seats. Booster descending nominal.
Booster descending nominal means everything is looking good.
Capsule reached atmospheric pierce point.
Now, as the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, those astronauts are strapped in and being pushed into their seat with increasing Gs, which
Confirmed.
I'm sure is an
Booster
exciting
forward fin
moment
deploy.
as they come back down to Earth. Sounds like we have deployed our aerodynamic control surfaces on the booster, which help guide and steer it back to the landing pad autonomously.
Astronauts experiencing max Gs.
We are 6.5 minutes into NS-36. You're looking at a camera from New Shepard's booster back down to West Texas as it makes its way to the landing pad. A little bit of cloud cover today out in West Texas.
Booster drag brakes deployed.
Just about to hit 10,000 feet.
Approaching engine restart.
There you hear the sonic boom. You see the engine relight.
Engine restart confirmed.
Beautiful shot. Landing legs
Landing
deployed.
Booster descent nominal. Booster touchdown.
And we have booster touchdown. Great
Welcome
shot.
home, New Shepard booster. Starting booster auto-safing.
Always a sight to see, never gets old, always an incredible moment here. Landing that booster perfectly on our landing pad, getting ready to autosafe it, and shortly take it back to the barn.
For our viewers who might be new here, what does autosafing mean?
Oh, it just means that we're making sure that the vehicle is ready for people to get close to it and make sure that it's ready to go back to the barn and complete its maintenance before the next flight.
That's true. We do have a tradition here where we like to take a picture with the booster. The team does after our flight. We have reacquired a picture of the capsule. There it is.
Going through some clouds.
Yeah, that's going to make for a fun experience for astronauts.
Deployment confirmed.
Drogues confirmed.
The drogues pull out the main parachutes.
Capsule main parachute deployment confirmed.
And there you have it.
Beautiful
All three
parachutes.
reefing, looking beautiful against
Confirmed
a cloudy
capsule
West
mains look
Texas
good.
sky.
Capsule landing zone is within expected range limits.
I love those drone shots. Now, while the parachutes are essential in providing a gentle touchdown, we also have a retro thrust system on the base of the capsule, which will make the final touchdown even smoother. You'll expect to see
Capsule
a little poof of
descending
dust
normally past
as we
1,500
land.
feet.
That is all very, very normal.
That's right. It slows the capsule to about 1 mile per hour just before it lands in the West Texas desert. Just about to reach 1,000 feet.
Look how green that West Texas desert is.
Yeah.
Must have been raining there
I
recently.
was just about to say.
9.5 minutes into
TDS
flight.
enabled.
Wow. That looks like a new cover photo to me.
Gosh,
Beautiful.
so pretty.
What a day to fly, too. Getting a little audio from our astronauts.
Stand by
Approaching
touchdown.
retro thrust.
Stand by touchdown.
Capsule touchdown.
And we have touchdown. Welcome back, Space Nomad.
Auto-safing start. Welcome home, NS-36.
Always incredible to see a great, easy touchdown for our New Shepard crew capsule. Now, our capsule recovery team is currently en route to meet the astronauts in the capsule. They're going to safe the capsule and get ready to open that hatch. Now, safing the capsule essentially means they're making sure everything is good to go, that the parachutes are safe and no one's going to trip over anything, making sure everything is electrically grounded and so forth. So things to do with the capsule, and CM7 will arrive shortly as well to check on everyone inside the vehicle. And on top of all that, we get to hear from the astronauts themselves here in just a little while, so stick around. This is not the end of the show.
Not at all. Now, some of the individuals that you will see on the ground helping our crew egress from the capsule, as you mentioned, Alice, are our CM7s, aka crew member 7s.
Yeah, let's break that down. So the crew that flies to space and back, as we just saw, is a crew of 6. And CM7, or crew member 7, acts as a pair of virtual crew members who are right there with the astronauts from the moment they arrive in Texas through the entire 2 days of flight training, all the way until the moment they enter and exit the crew capsule.
Now, for this flight, our CM7s are Sarah Knights and Laura Stiles. The CM7s are embedded in the mission, and then they're first to greet the crew once they return to Earth. So let's take a look at these impressive individuals, our crew member 7s.
Command engine start. 2.
Crew member 7 is a very unique role at Blue Origin. And traveling to space is an incredibly life-changing experience.
Oh my goodness.
You want somebody who's guiding you through it that doesn't just understand the technical side of the rocket and the launch operation, but also has the soft skills to